Welcome back to Beat Up Builds. This time I'm fixing the bypass valve no matter what. So the past 2-3 videos I've been fighting the bypass valve. I've had good theories, but they haven't worked out yet. And now I'm going to basically employ the ultimate technique. Basically what's happening is under vacuum, the silicone tubes to my bypass valve, they're sucking closed. And when they suck closed, the bypass valve's not working, and then it's running really rich. And it's intermittent. I can't like tune it out because it comes and goes. And it's just not good. It's not working right. There's no point of having it if it's not gonna work right. So I'm trying to get it to work, and this time I know exactly what to do to make it work, and I'm gonna do it at a hard tubing with short couplers that cannot crush because they're too short. And that's how I'm gonna solve the problem. It's pretty bad. Now it's getting colder out. I was sitting in the drive-thru getting some food, and it was running so rich that it cooled the oxygen sensor off enough that it started flashing, which is kind of its like warm-up sequence. So it got that cold that it needed to restart because it was so rich. So yeah, we need to fix this. It'll be a lot better to drive it, and I think I have everything to get it fixed. Let me show you what we're gonna do. So last time I did 1.25 inches all the way down. That's how it's supposed to be. It's 1.25 inches on my bypass valve, and then went to 1 inch, or it comes out of 1 inch and did 1.25 inches to 1 inch black pipe all the way up here, and then this is like close to 1 inch up here. Try and do as little restriction as possible with what I had laying around to see if that made a difference. It made 0 difference. It didn't squish any less. So that was a fail, but I had the stuff. It didn't cost me too much extra to try it. And I don't know, we're learning things here, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a hard pipe basically. So let me take this out and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do. So here's my pile of parts and failed tries and whatnot. I went to Home Depot and they weren't open, they were closed. So I'm stuck using all this random stuff that I had, and I think I've come up with a great idea. I think I'm gonna reuse, this is the one with the spring in it. This fit the best up by the intake, like under the throttle body. So I'm gonna reuse this, which went great into this, which then coupled into here. So I'm just gonna use this. It can't crush. It's a little small, it's 3/4 versus the 1 inch, but it can't crush. So I'm gonna rock that for now, and that's gonna be better than what I had. And then what I've done is this elbow goes on here, I think like that. And so it was crushing. And what I decided to do is I had a, hold on, gotta get creative here. I had a 1 inch pipe nipple. I don't know if you can see that in there. And I shoved it in there, or maybe it's a 2 inch pipe nipple. It's about that long. I shoved it in up to here. This is gonna shove in up to here, and then the other one's gonna shove into here. So there's gonna be very little space in between, and this is not gonna crush anymore. So, and the nice thing about that too is there's no way in hell it's getting around this corner, but even if it did, it's the same size as the tube here. It will not fit, so it won't go in the supercharger or do anything weird. So there's no way that's gonna cause an issue. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's gonna fix it. It's not gonna be crushed at all. So let me stick it together and put it back in, and we can have some fun, and it'll finally be fixed. The only upgrade after this would maybe be a larger diameter and something a little nicer than like PVC and this junky stuff. So I'm going to use this pipe as a stand-in for basically the supercharger. Pipe is going to be right here, and it's going to go in here. But just to show you guys, and then that pipe nipples in like this area. So with the pipe inserted here, it can't squish it. And then over here, there's a little gap you can't squish it. So that's going to be perfect. And then the other side we'll use the spring and this stuff. So none of it will squish and we'll be good to go, finally. So I've got it reattached. Goes up there. Everything's crush proof. The only thing that squishes even the littlest bit is right here. And that's not too bad. We'll keep an eye on that. But I don't think it's going to be able to squish completely closed. I don't think it's going to be possible. So I think it'll at least be 1 inch to match the other side of the equation here. All right, it's all back together. I'm pretty confident it's going to work now, but let's start it and just double check that we're not going to have the tube sucking closed anywhere. Just got back from running my errands, just testing how this is working out, and the idle's way better. We're staying in between like maybe 12.5, 13.5. 13.5 is honestly where I want to be at. I do also have, there's correction, you can have it correct for your air fuel table to help adjust those numbers a little bit. I have that off right now just because I'm tuning, so that'll also help when I put that back on. But everything's working out great, it's running perfectly, and I'm calling that fixed. All right, I'm really happy that we got that fixed. I do want to try something else. I've been dying to do this since we moved that intake air temperature sensor. Now we could potentially take the intake tube off up to the throttle body, and that'll I just want to take it off and basically see if the supercharger's louder. I'm kind of curious. That also bypasses the airflow meter too, which might be quieting it down, and obviously the air cleaner is quieting it down. Which I did remove some stuff off the air cleaner to try and make it louder. Didn't really help. But I'm curious if I take that off, if it's gonna make it louder. And I think this video needs a little more content. So let's give it a shot, see what it does. I got the intake tube removed. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. It has to go through all this and then all this piping. So I'm hoping that'll make it a little bit louder. And that's right into the throttle body there. So I don't know. I want to try it. I'm curious if it's going to make any difference. I really don't know what to expect. So let's fire it up and see what happens. That was insane! It sounded awesome! I didn't think it was gonna make really much difference. It sounds sick. We gotta do something to make it sound like that. I don't know if we gotta delete the airbox, put a filter right on there. I don't know what we have to do that, but we need to make it sound like that. It sounds amazing. I'm so glad I decided to take 2 seconds and do that for this video. That is really cool. I don't know if I'm gonna do that in the next video, try and figure that out. I'm really excited. That's it for this week. Stay tuned for the next episode, and thank you guys for watching.